Spurs put £20 million offer on the table for 19-year-old Premier League starlet. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham's pursuit of one young Premier League midfielder is gathering steam, but the North London club's proposal still falls short of the set asking price. And not many people batted an eyelid when Facundo Buonanotte made a loan switch from Brighton to Leicester City back in the summer. But the teenager has been one of the best young talents on show in the Premier League this season. The attacking midfielder's displays at the King Power Stadium have seen him force himself into the Albiceleste setup, and he seems destined for a big future. It emerged last month that Tottenham had been impressed by the 19-year-old's progress and are plotting a move for him in the future. Spurs' interest in the Argentine has now been backed up by Fichajes, who say that the Lilywhites are plotting a move for the player next summer when his loan spell at Leicester comes to an end. The report states that Postecoglou's men have been impressed by Buonanotte's skill and creativity, and they believe that the player can add dynamism and versatility to their midfield. The outlet claims that the Seagulls would be willing to sell the youngster for £29 million, but at this moment, Spurs have only put a proposal of £20 million plus add-ons on the table. The publication adds that negotiations between the two clubs are set to continue and might gather pace towards the end of the campaign. If Buonanotte keeps performing the way he is, one would think that Fabian Hürzeler would earmark a starting role for him next season. While Brighton are a selling club, they do tend to drive a hard bargain, and one would not be surprised if they demanded £40 million for Buonanotte next summer. Tottenham are ready to make a move for a centre-forward who only made a big-money move away from the Premier League during the summer transfer window. While Dominic Solanke has made a promising start to his Spurs career, the former Bournemouth man is lacking competition for his place in the side. Postecoglou might thus decide to add another striker to his squad in January, and it has now emerged that Spurs are eyeing a player who has plenty of Premier League experience under his belt. Tottenham showing interest in Ivan Toney. This update comes from Fichajes, who say that Ivan Toney is now on the radar of the Lilywhites just a few months on his move from Brentford to Al-Ahli. It is explained that the centre-forward has not settled well in Saudi Arabia as he has failed to find the competitiveness and the motivation levels he enjoyed back in his homeland. As a result, both Spurs and Chelsea are thought to be sniffing around the player, ready to facilitate a quick return to the Premier League for the 28-year-old. However, Fichajes point out that Ivan Toney's £400,000 per week salary could be a significant obstacle for both London clubs in their pursuit of the player. Additionally, it is explained that Al-Ahli might not be willing to facilitate his departure and could thus demand a big transfer fee for the former Bees star. However, the publication says that despite these complications, the interest of the Spurs and the Blues in Ivan Toney remains strong. Antoine Semenyo, who has been heavily linked with a move to Tottenham, will be allowed to leave Bournemouth next summer for the right fee. The player on their radar this time is Antoine Semenyo, who has been one of the most exciting wingers on show in the Premier League so far this season. A number of outlets have suggested over recent weeks that Postecoglou's men are eyeing a January move for the Ghana international, but they are expected to face competition from Newcastle, who are also keen on the player. Football Insider have now revealed that Bournemouth are aware of the growing interest in Antoine Semenyo's services and will entertain offers for him. It is alleged that the South Coast club do not intend to stand in the 24-year-old's way if he asks to leave in search of European football. However, it is revealed that a January deal is unlikely as Andoni Iraola's men are wary of weakening their squad in the middle of the season. Further, Football Insider claim that Liverpool have also entered the race for Semenyo's signature as they look to bolster their options out wide. It is explained that the Reds are aware that they could lose Mohamed Salah when his contract runs out at the end of this season, with Saudi Pro League clubs circling over their star man. Should the Egyptian depart Anfield, Arne Slot's men have allegedly identified the Bournemouth man as a potential replacement, but the Merseyside club are not expected to spend big on Semenyo in January. Tottenham defender Mickey van der Ven will be out for another few games despite having returned to training. That is according to an update from injury expert Dr. Rajpal Brar, who claims that the Dutchman has a recurring problem with his hamstrings, which is why the club are being extra cautious with his rehabilitation programmes. Discussing the star centre-back's rehab programme and his expected return timeline, Dr. Bra told Tottenham News, "He's a player with a history of hamstring injuries and who relies on his high pace. So this could be a situation where they are being very methodical with his rehab despite his return to training, so he can handle those demands and not suffer re-injury. This is why Spurs are not rushing him back, and he could be missing the next few games as a result." Van de Ven, 23, has been out since late last month after sustaining a hamstring injury, just 14 minutes into Tottenham's Carabao Cup round of 16 clash against Manchester City. The defender's visible distress as he left the pitch in tears sparked fears of a severe setback, but subsequent assessments revealed the injury was less serious than initially feared. Since joining Tottenham in the summer, he has quickly established himself as one of the Premier League's standout centre-backs, earning plaudits for his defensive solidity and pace. Ange Postecoglou will be keen to have the Dutch international back in action as soon as he is fully fit. With crucial fixtures on the horizon, Van de Ven's return would be a major boost for Tottenham's defensive stability as they aim to maintain their strong start to the season. For now, Spurs will need to rely on the team's depth and hope that Van de Ven's measured recovery ensures his long-term availability. That's it for today's update. If you liked the video and want to keep up with everything Tottenham, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications for our latest content. Remember to give this video a thumbs up and share it with other Spurs fans. Let's build our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!